Bubba's in the booth here with me. He is setting up his usual hit kit. We're taking requests for whatever it is I'll sing to Bubba on the broadcast later on this afternoon. It won't be Careless Whisper, Bubba, but maybe it'll be, I don't know, theme song from Titanic. Maybe I would go with that one for you. You got any requests?
No, I'll have to think about it. But thanks for allowing me to enter your booth. I heard that part of the show, by the way.
My pleasure.
Bubba, what do we have to do? What do me and Matty T have to do to get you more room in the booth? Because an 80-20 split is not fair to you, my friend.
It's not. You should have seen when I walked in. It's not even 80-20. It's like 90-10.
Yeah.
I think he's counting the space that you put the socks and the jersey up. That counts as your space, too.
You got to remember, like, Bubba does not sit down during the game. He does not use his entire area. He is such a nervous wreck, especially in tight games, 7th, 8th, 9th innings, that he's always standing up. I don't stand up. So what do you need all the room for then if you're standing? And holding the bat, too, at the same time, which is, almost looks like you're threatening me.
Well, I need a spot for all my stuff, Phil. I got a lot of stuff going on.
You have a lot of stuff. I got a lot of stuff, but it's all like things that I use. You've got a lot of stuff, and it's all stuff you've got to have. Otherwise, you're not comfortable.
It's pathetic, and it's getting worse every year.
Did you bring the gift that I sent you during the summertime? You know the gift I'm talking about, right?
Yeah, and you're going to be mad.
Oh,
the batteries didn't work.
Oh, I bought them. Are you telling me I bought you a bunk stopwatch?
Yeah, but I got this one.
No, you can't use that one. You can't use the one that beeps during the game. That's the whole reason that I got you the one that doesn't beep, but apparently it didn't work either.
They still make watches that beep.
Don't they sound like brothers?
They do.
They sound like they've been best friends for 25 years.
I don't even know how it happened, but this is exactly what happened, like the moment that we met.
Brothers more like twins, with Arnold Schwarzenegger and Danny DeVito.
This is like this. I don't have any other relationships with people like this, Bubba. The moment that we met, and we just started immediately just like making fun of each other.
I'm glad I bring out the best in you, Phil.
So what are we going to do about this sneeze guard throughout the season? I
don't know. They're going to have to clean that up a little bit. It's already got slobber on it.
Yeah, it looks like it's been sneezed on a few times. Not by me. It's not in the last 20 minutes since it's been put up here. Maybe it's got some of Chuck and Z's mucus on it. I don't know.
It's not very sturdy either.
Not sturdy. Like, this thing's going to fall down on one of us at some point.
The first time I hit that with my bat, it's going to whack you right in the head.
You'll be able to hear on the radio network whenever this sneeze guard goes down, because it's going down. It hasn't been bolted to the table. It hasn't been taped to the counter. It's just been very gently placed, and it's not glass. This is just plexiglass. Wow. And so the guys are about to warm up, Bubba, and what does it feel like for you? Because, you and I did one of the two of the fall series games together. That was really our return, to after the pandemic still happening, but after the season was cut short. Now it's a real game tonight. You're a real game, real opponent. And what does it feel like for you?
Just seeing the field and seeing the guys out there on it, Phil, it's you already get those butterflies. You know what I mean? We talk about it every year up here. I know this isn't officially opening day for Razorback baseball, but for, Baum-Walker, it's opening day. For me, it's opening day. And you get that little butterfly feeling in your stomach. And I think when that's gone, it's time to do something else.
Did you feel like that every opening day that you played?
Every opening day. I even get that when I'm coaching my kids' baseball team. 9-year-old baseball, opening day, I get that little feeling. And, I love it. It's a great feeling to have. And, like right here, you can kind of smell the ballpark. You can't really smell some of the stuff yet, but, you got the grass. And there's just something about it just, brings back great memories.
Ballpark looks different because of the new building. It's going to play a little bit different, too. Brady Slavens, I feel, will take advantage of that. I think he could hit the ball through like a hurricane probably, but he's not really going to have to very often because those line drives are going to get knocked down. But I love what the new development center does here for the program overall, for everybody, for fans, for the coaches, for the players, for the ex-players to come back, and just for the ballpark itself. It looks like it's always been here.
It looks like a little major league ballpark, to be honest with you. It just ties everything in down there. It's beautiful, and I still say I wish there was a way we could do a broadcast from down there. That would be sweet.
Well, I've been bugging them to put us in the hog pen at some point. Like, this is the year to do it. We could do it socially distanced. You're never going to have people shoulder to shoulder out there. So why don't we just make a tour around the entire stadium at some point? Maybe tomorrow we can do the game from Dave's office. We'll start in Dave's office. We'll go further down the left field line.
All baseball season, just tour around Baum Stadium and do it in different spots.
That's right. There's peanut M&Ms all over the place. It's fine.
Bubba, when you look at how this whole with the first 3 games down in Dallas, Texas, or in Arlington, excuse me, obviously a lot of people took away the hitting aspect. A lot of people took away the pitching. What was your biggest takeaway from the first 3 games down in Arlington?
Just the fact that we found a way to win 3 different ways.
Yeah.
And I say it all the time. Bad teams find a way to not win or find a way to lose. Good teams find a way to win. And that's what these guys did. They found 3 different ways to win. And it's really impressive, just the scrappy. I know Dave described them as being scrappy and, playing 27 outs and not giving away outs. And that's what I see in this team. I mean, they just have it usually takes a little longer into the year for a team to really take on Dave's personality. But I think they've spent enough time practicing, and they were away from the game for so long, weren't able to play. I think they've already taken on his personality, and you can see it in the way they play the game.
You guys hear that in the background now?
I hear it. The clacking of the bats in the background.
Good.
Those aren't being piped in, are they?
We've got the field mic so you can hear this a little bit.
Piped in bat noises.
Yeah.
Bubba, the way that you put that here, and a team that can win a game in a bunch of different ways, and I feel we've seen this with Muss's team too. If there's an aspect of your game that isn't working one night, if there's a hot pitcher out there and you need a pitcher to go out and match him pitch for pitch, or if the game like it was on Saturday against Tech, just a little bit sloppy overall, and it's a matter of like who's bad worse or bad better, and I don't know how to put it. But there's always something to cover up whatever deficiency occurred that day. That seems to be, it's just 3 games. So excited about it. It's just 3 games, but that seems to be what this team might have.
Yeah, no, bad better. I don't know that I've heard that phrase before, but I like it.
I was going to say sucked less. That's probably, does that tell it even better?
That's better. You're right, though, Phil. They just took advantage of everything that the other team gave them. I mean, you look at Texas Tech's game. It wasn't the prettiest game, but look at some of the at-bats we had. The 3-2 counts, battling, drawing a walk, advancing on a ball in the dirt. The dirt ball reads. I know you get tired of hearing it.
I love it.
But the dirt ball reads, little things like that, that's winning baseball right there. And I call it Razorback baseball. And it's a beautiful thing when a guy advances on a dirt ball read, the next guy drives the ball to the right side and he scores. Or, just little things like that. When it really pays off, that's when it's beautiful to see it.
For me, and I know that, in college baseball, you're going to see those 13-9 games that were nothing after 4. I have a feeling, though, once we get into the league, into the SEC, there's going to be a little bit more of like what we saw Sunday and Monday. Low scoring. You're going to have to grind out every at-bat, scratch out a runner here or there, because Arkansas's pitching is great. The rest of the SEC has great pitching, too. You're going to need to win low-scoring games this year.
Well, you know what, Phil? I don't know how many times I've heard Omaha the last 4 days since you guys got back from Arlington. Everyone I talk to, we're going to be in Omaha. We're going back to Omaha, and I just want to say, okay, guys, pump the brakes a little bit. We're really good. We're really a good team. We've got everything it takes to get to Omaha, but so does Ole Miss. Unfortunately, I hate to say it, but Ole Miss has it. LSU has it. Mississippi State has it. Florida has it. Vanderbilt. I mean, there's a lot. You can look around and there's other teams as well, but just in the SEC alone, getting through that gauntlet and making it, a lot of things have to go your way. And, I'm not trying to be a downer. I'm just saying realistically, we got a great chance to go to Omaha, but so do a lot of other teams.
Yeah, no doubt. What do you think watching Caleb Bolden as a starter today? We only saw him a little bit over the last couple of years, but I just feel so good for him. Coming back from Tommy John, putting so much work in. He's a great kid, and when you watch him pitch, he looks everything like you want from a Friday night ace, really.
Absolutely. And, I don't know if you remember last year, early in the year, he was really frustrated with his velo. And I talked to him several times about it, and he was upper 80s, 86, topping out at 89. He was just frustrated. He just didn't have it. Hobbs kept telling him, hey, be patient. You're going to get it back. You're going to get it back. And, I think he's got it back now. It's funny. I actually sent him a text this morning. I don't like to bother guys. It's his game day start. Just asking him is what he does when he comes in on a lefty. I asked him, I said, is that a two-seamer that you front door, or do you four-seam him in? And he said, all I throw is a four-seamer. I don't throw a two-seamer. And it's amazing he gets that much movement on his four-seam fastball.
Mm-hmm. It's a different arm action that he's got than you see from most guys. It'll be really fun to watch him pitch today against the SEMO lineup. SEMO's 2-1. They beat South Alabama 2 out of 3. South Alabama committed 7 errors in that series. You're not going to see that from Arkansas in this series. Bubba's going to. I was going to say Bubba's going to stick around, but I don't want to make your schedule free. We're not even allowed on the field, Bubba, so it's not like you got anywhere to go.
I might as well just hang out with you, I guess.
Ain't no better spot for you to hang out than with us three.
Might as well hang out in Phil and Bubba's radio booth.
Now, see.
Look at him. Look at him. Look at him, Maddie.
Also hang out tonight at 906 Cocktail and Cigar Lounge in Fort Smith. That's where you find top shelf spirits, the best hand-rolled cigars anywhere in the state, and outstanding food. You can find their menu right there online at 906lounge.com. Plus, they are dedicated to social distancing and feature a state-of-the-art airflow system that replaces the air inside 906 Cocktail and Cigar Lounge every 4 minutes. You won't smell like a cigar, and the air is fresh every 4 minutes. They are open tonight until midnight, Friday and Saturday until 1 a.m. That's 906 Cocktail and Cigar Lounge, online 906lounge.com. Bubba's with us to wrap it up with halftime homework on halftime. There's some texts in here. I wanted to know if any of you had requests for me to sing to Bubba in the early portion of the Razorback baseball broadcast. Can't Be Careless Whisper. That's already been done. That was done 2 years ago. We need another song. B.E. wants Spandau Ballet True. Oh, wow. I don't know if I can't hit those high notes, though, B.E.
Oh, sure
I don't want to
can.
embarrass myself. I mean, if I'm going to sing a song, to thousands of people on our radio network, it's got to be notes that I can hit. And
so no Unchained Melody.
Yeah. Bubba and Phil is a bromance, says JP and Alma. Is this a bromance, Bubba?
Yes.
I'll let you say yes or no to that.
Oh, I don't know. I'm going to say no.
I think the groan was the only thing you needed to do.
If only the listeners could have heard the chatter between the commercial breaks. It was, you two are having way too much fun right now.
Do you ever sleep with your bat, Bubba?
Yeah, I used to. Believe it or not. It's pathetic, but I used to.
So the bat was like your teddy bear if you were a kid.
Yeah, it's like my little comfort blanket.
Or it's like soldiers that had to sleep with their rifle in what's the movie? Full Metal Jacket, right?
Mm-hmm.
And they sleep with their rifles.
That's right.
Yeah.
And you got to give it a female's name.
Did your bat have a name?
I never named it. I don't think I ever named it. I would write stuff on it. I can't repeat.
Did you write notes to your bat? Did you love your bat?
I did love my bat.
The bat loved you back sometimes.
Let's see. Jason in Frankfort, Kentucky texted in and says the song that you could sing to him, You're the Inspiration by Chicago.
That's a good one.
Oh, that'd be a good one. I'd like that. Or how about
Cody,
Greatest Love of All by Whitney Houston?
That one, Kristen Harrison said, You've lost that love and feeling. Cody says Phil needs to sing Touch Myself.
How am I supposed to live with that?
No, that's a good one.
That's a good one.
That's a darn good one.
I told you guys the story. We had a guy, a second baseman for the Travelers named Adam Morrissey from Australia. The Divinals sing that song, I Touch Myself. On his birthday, he hit leadoff for the Travelers. His walk-up, this guy loved metal. I mean, hard, heavy metal. His walk-up song that day, not of his own choosing, was I Touch Myself by the Divinals. And he's laughing his head off as he comes up to the plate. He gets up, and he smacks the ball over the center field fence straight away, which at that ballpark in Little Rock is a bomb. That's 410 feet easy. And he's laughing his whole way around the bases. It was hilarious.
So did he change that to his song? I'd be playing that every time.
I think he went back to Godsmack the next day.
And probably didn't hit another home run the rest of the year, did he?
No, he was great. Wind Beneath My Wings.
That's a good
even
one.
Better, Mike. We'll go beaches on everybody. You can be Bette Midler. I'll be Barbara Hershey.
What about Islands of the Stream?
Would you like to be Kenny Rogers or would you like to be Dolly Parton?
Ooh. You can be Dolly.
Oh, that's fine. Put your hands down. Oh, boy. What's Your Fantasy by Ludacris? That's not a baseball song necessarily. Chad W.
What the heck Touch Myself is?
Yeah, that's good point. Very good point. All right, what do we got here? We're going to do halftime homework, and I got nothing to teach you today.
So I'm going to teach you three something.
That's
today.
right. SmackDown is Professor SmackDown today for halftime homework.
Kind of homework assignment.
I have a top assignment.
I'm thinking we should talk about the homework assignment.
Dude, did you do all your homework last night?
I'm not doing it. This is hard.
You really did your homework, didn't you?
It's time for halftime homework.
What do you boys have for me today?
I love that I'm doing the read for our halftime homework sponsor today because it fits perfectly into the theme.
It really does.
Of me being 100% City Boy. and Bubba is not, and SmackDown is not. Matty T is kind of a little bit. Largemouth bass are spawning right now, and ponds and lakes all over Arkansas and Oklahoma. Hey, what do you mean? I mean, city guys can fish too.
Yeah, of course. Yes,
city boys, country boys, Bubbas, all of you. You want to make sure that when you're looking for the largemouth bass, you've got the famous Yum Dinger, because they make them by the truckloads in Fort Smith in 3-inch, 4-inch, 5-inch, and 6-inch sizes. Pradco Fishing Lures makes them in Fort Smith. Wacky Rigging, the 5-inch model, can't be beat for spawning bass. You'll find them at Walmart, Bass Pro Shops, Academy, Lurenet.com, and tackle stores all over the place. The Yum Dinger. Professor Smackdown, did I pass my first test?
You did. You did. You passed your first. You actually read better than I do, and me being the country boy that I am, so you did better than me. So
faking it.
I can tell you're not. So I'm going to pose this out there to the listeners and help them here with this. So I want the listeners out there, text it in, 877-377-6963. What is your favorite redneck joke? I'll see if we can blow up the text messages here in about 4 minutes.
See, I have one just that whenever I think the redneck joke, there's one that always pops in my head, and it was Jeff Foxworthy. If your working TV sits on top of your non-working TV,
very true.
You might be a redneck.
So I had this idea, like you wanted me to teach you guys something. So I'm relatively country. Bubba, I assume you're of country descent, right?
His name is Bubba.
Yes, definitely.
The first game Bubba did with me, he apologized. He thought he smelled like deer pee.
At least he didn't say you're welcome.
So, here's what we're going to do. Bubba, you can jump in here with this. So I'm going to read a Southern saying, and I want to see if Matty T and Phil can figure out what this saying means.
These are all clean, aren't they?
Everything's clean. That sign is cattywampus.
That's a tumorous growth on your lower backside.
Something that is knocked asunder, that is not straight like it should be.
The sign is sideways. Yeah, close enough. Good enough for me. I ain't seen him since he was knee-high to a grasshopper.
He wasn't very old or tall.
Old, yeah, young. Okay, very good.
Knee-high to a grasshopper, does that mean that you saw this person when they were a sperm?
Oh, my God.
That's pretty young.
Wow. I'm happier than a tornado in a trailer park.
Because trailer parks are notorious for getting wiped out by tornadoes.
That sounds more like shooting turkeys in a barrel.
Apparently, it just means you're so happy. Oh. So I don't know what's happy about a tornado destroying a trailer park, but good enough for me.
It means there's a lot of opportunity for what the tornado is destined for.
Cute. Your baby is as cute as a sack full of puppies.
That sounds almost cruel.
Is that a backhanded compliment? Like
you're saying your baby's adorable.
Oh, okay.
So I guess
Bubba, you're nicer to puppies than that. They'll throw them in a sack, aren't you?
Yeah, I wouldn't do that. No, a cat, I'd throw a cat in a sack.
Oh my God.
I don't like
Watch
cats.
yourself.
Don't mess with cats.
Have y'all heard the Clay Henry story about the cat story? You remember that?
I don't know.
Summertime.
Yeah,
Did he tell it on air?
He told it on the Morning Rush.
Yeah, that one. That keeps me up at night.
It really does.
Here's a question for a Bubba, or
Okay.
I mean, it's not necessarily a redneck thing or anything. Chili, Bubba, what's your chili? You said the only chili you would ever eat is made of a specific sort of meat.
That's my mom's deer meat chili.
Yes, sir.
It's awesome. It's the best.
Does she make a mean deer chili?
We didn't call it mean. We called it awesome. I guess you'd call it a nice one because it wasn't spicy. I've got a delicate palate, and so we kept it spicy or not spicy. It was awesome though. Put a little deer meat in there.
Leave the deer urine out though.
Yeah,
you just wear that.
Exactly.
Got a redneck joke in here from Dana Froud. I hope I'm pronouncing your last name right. If you wear a strapless breast with a bra that isn't, you might be a redneck. I remember that one.
Okay.
I remember that one. I guess, let's see here. Brenton, Fort Smith. I don't know if I could. Can we say Brent's on the air like that? I don't know if we can or not.
Probably not.
Probably not. Okay. Brent, it's funny, though. I have heard that before. Phil, do you have any questions about like the Southern lifestyle? Like,
it's not the Southern lifestyle necessarily, because I mean, you've even described yourself as a farm boy, right?
Yes.
And your Papa Smackdown apparently was really entertaining when I was talking one day about
the cows. Yeah.
Was it milking cows or was it baling hay?
It was
or
milking
something?
cows and baling hay, because I mentioned during the summers I was going home to bale hay, and you made the remark say, "Oh, are you going to use pitchforks?"
Right. Like, I've never baled hay.
Y'all don't do that? You have a big machine
I've
for
never
it?
baled hay. I've never milked a cow. That's what I mean. Like, I appreciate all the hard work that farmers do to keep us fed and everything. I just don't know what it entails.
Would you drink, Bubba, have you
freshly squirted
have you drank freshly squeezed milk before?
Oh, every morning when I was growing up, I used to milk the cow into a bucket and drink it.
Yes, sir.
It's called freshly squeezed milk?
Right out of a dirty
Right
bucket.
out of the teat.
Yeah, my mom would strain it with a pantyhose.
Yes.
Into a out of the bucket into a jar, and we drink it.
Hopefully she took them off.
Raising Arizona, son. You got a panty in your mail.
Here, I got a country saying, Phil. This is for you. Do you know what this means? I think I can say this on the air. Don't pee down my back and tell me it's raining.
I think I know what that means. It means that we've run out of time and our show is over.
We just got taken off the air.
That was a lot of fun.
We're going to be off the air in 10 seconds.
Bubba and I are back in an hour 30 on this very station for Arkansas baseball. So don't go anywhere. Going to be a lot of fun.